As China's President Xi Jinping tours Southeast Asia, U.S. President Donald Trump says the trip's real purpose is to screw the United States. But what's actually happening behind the scenes? Xi Jinping's 5-day visit to Vietnam, Malaysia, and Cambodia comes just weeks after Trump unveiled sweeping new tariffs on Chinese and Southeast Asian exports. Coincidence? Probably not. The Chinese leader is meeting regional allies, signing trade agreements, and promoting China as a stable economic partner, just as Washington disrupts global trade with its new Liberation Day tariffs. Trump's 2025 tariffs hit hard, especially in Southeast Asia. Vietnam, a key exporter to the U.S., now faces a 46% tariff rate. At the same time, it's heavily reliant on Chinese imports. This makes Vietnam the perfect case study of how the tariff war is playing out, and why Xi's visit matters. That's a lovely meeting, like trying to figure out how to screw the United States. Trump wasn't subtle. He accused China and Vietnam of plotting against U.S. interests, but insisted he doesn't blame them. Instead, he sees it as proof that the U.S. must stay aggressive on trade. Vietnam's economy is deeply intertwined with both powers. It imports heavily from China and relies on the U.S. as its largest export market. Now it's trying to walk a tightrope, welcoming China's investment while quietly working with Washington to reduce tensions and avoid becoming collateral damage in the trade war. Yes, tariffs are front and center, but this is also a broader geopolitical battle. Xi isn't just focused on Southeast Asia. He's deepening ties with the EU, pushing back against U.S. influence in Latin America, and promoting China as a global leader in contrast to what he sees as U.S. unpredictability. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says there doesn't have to be a decoupling of the U.S. and Chinese economies, but adds, there could be. While some exemptions were made for Chinese electronics, Trump insists no one is off the hook, and any relief is temporary. The rhetoric from both sides keeps escalating. Xi's Southeast Asia tour is about more than optics. It's about locking in supply chain partners, showing the region that China remains a reliable force, and challenging U.S. dominance in the region. In Hanoi alone, China signed 45 cooperation deals, many related to infrastructure and trade. Details are scarce, but the message is clear. China is open for business. Xi still has stops in Malaysia and Cambodia. Trump's administration is ramping up pressure globally, from pushing Latin American countries to reject Chinese investment to warning the EU about deepening China ties. The US-China trade war isn't just an economic story, it's a global power struggle, and the next chapter is unfolding right now.